It's crazy.
Uh-huh.
I think the second charge that he got charged with, with reckless shooting.
People who are so worried about these being purge laws, meaning they're letting all types of criminals out, it's not like that at all.
You got to step up. I think you need to name a captain for this team already. You really do. You need to put your foot down. Don't let these youngsters bully you around.
Yeah. Were you into the spirit over?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Some of you guys are not going to be happy with. For instance, Netflix. Watch Netflix all the doggone time. And believe me, I don't... Hey, this guy over here. It's This Guy's podcast. I'm the Stone Pony, Davante Stone. Wow, 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 wow. What a year. Oh my goodness, 22? Where happened to it? It just like flew out the window and it's gone. We're doing a podcast going into the brand new year, and I hope everybody enjoyed their Christmas and got what they got. And most of y'all, y'all think y'all slick. Y'all at the stores returning gifts. I know, because I was one of them. But I'm not gonna tell whose gift I was returning, but just know I've been to Macy's and I hope you didn't see me. All right, coming up on the show today, we're talking Tory Lanez and Megan Stallion. There was a verdict reached in 3 counts, guilty on all 3 counts. We're gonna talk about that. Plus the Bulls versus the Rockets. The Bulls still suck, but we're gonna talk about them. Illinois has brand new laws taking effect on January the 1st, and we're going to talk about it. One of them that's really controversial is the Safety Act. We're going to talk about that. Plus, Young Thug, we're going to talk about, and Kwanzaa. We are celebrating Kwanzaa, the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. We're going to all talk about it right here on Aayee, This Guy's podcast. Sitting over here with my girl, Big Sylvia, the G. Is it Big Sylvia G?
It's Big Sylv, the G.
That's what I thought, Big Sylv, the G.
Yeah.
And because I couldn't wait to talk to you about this Tory Lanez, Megan Stallion thing.
Jesus.
Jesus is right.
Yeah.
Y'all need to call on him. I hope y'all know his name. Tory now charged, people don't know his real name is Daystar Peterson. Now with a name like Daystar Peterson, I would be Tory Lanez. I would not be Daystar. Can you imagine?
I would be Daystar.
I would be, actually.
I'd be just Daystar and then like brand like cars and stuff like that.
I don't know why he didn't think about that, but that's interesting. So Daystar, Tory Lanez, charged on all 3 accounts against Megan Thee Stallion with no DNA evidence. Here are the, this is what he got charged on. Assault with a semi-automatic firearm. Discharging of a firearm with gross negligence. Carrying a loaded weapon, unregistered now, firearm in the car. And if this is true, Tory, I was reading something where Megan said that Tory said this, and he said to her, I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna let you say it.
No, I'm not gonna say it.
Because I'm not gonna say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
I thought it would probably, if I said it would probably hurt me. I'm not gonna say that. But what he told her before he shot her,
it's crazy.
My thing is, Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
How does her feet look? Because I want to know.
They said it's 2 scars.
It's 2 scars, but now you got how many bullets? Was just fragments of the bullets came out, and he shot, but then the fragments went into her foot.
It's crazy.
I
think the second charge that he got charged with, with reckless shooting, I don't think he should have got charged with that. Because honestly, I still believe that he didn't do it.
I know you and I were talking about that. Why you say why?
I feel like he didn't do it because one, when the statements came out about what people were saying in court, her best friend Kelsey was also in the car, and she retracted all her initial statements that she made to the police. She was saying that she pleaded the 5th. She said, I don't know. She legitimately was in the courtroom on the stand testifying and said, I don't know. Girl, you just told them that he did X, Y, and Z, said X, Y, and Z. Why are you retracting the statement now?
What, she got amnesia or something?
No, I think she got $1 million.
Oh, so she got
hush
some money.
money.
The hush money.
Yep.
How many people were in the car originally?
Originally, they said it was 3 people in the car.
So 3 people in the car. Did all these 3 people testify?
All 3 people testified, but then I also heard that allegedly Justin, her bodyguard, was also in the car, but he went missing.
Has this guy been found?
They said he'd been found, but we want to know where he was at.
Oh, that's just really crazy. It's crazy. Now, I'm wanting to believe, and I don't know, you can tell me if you believe this or not, when he gets sentenced, he can actually get 20 years for this.
He can get 25.
He can get 25, so this is serious.
It is.
So do you think that he's going to get all those years? Because I'm thinking that maybe not. Maybe he'll do maybe 2 years, 3 years.
I don't know.
Maybe 5 years or something like that, and do some extra kind of time. But it's
I read that he was doing an appeal.
he is doing
He's
an
gonna
appeal.
do an appeal. Yep. But I know that he was gonna get found guilty anyway because he's a foreigner.
Yeah.
With an unregistered gun.
Isn't he from Canada?
Yeah.
Daystar. That's why he's named Daystar. It's a Canadian kind of thing. Okay. So moving on, Young Thug.
Jesus.
Everybody's in court these days. Everybody's on house arrest. Everybody is like, I mean, are we going into 2023 crazy?
Yes.
Jeffrey Williams,
Yes.
that Young Thug. Can you imagine? His name is Jeffrey.
He got songs out called Jeffrey. He got little mixtapes called Jeffrey.
Young Thug, I just kind of fits him though, I think, right? This is a Young Thug.
Don't say
I'm
that.
not gonna say that. So tell us about this, because Young Thug's brother, which really he has a really crazy name. You know, it's Quantavious.
Yeah.
Don't try spelling that. Quantavious Greer, for those who don't know, pleaded guilty.
Yeah.
To charges.
Yeah.
To
the RICO case.
To the RICO case. Real quickly, tell us about that real quick before we go to break.
So I honestly believe that Young Thug and the whole YFM, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh no.
Why?
It's okay.
Why?
It's too many. It's all
YSL.
It's all kind of wise.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, elemental P.
Why this?
Why you in jail?
Yeah.
But the whole YSL it's become a thing between the business part with the music and then the young thug persona about being its gang leader and all this other type of stuff. And the only thing is, I feel like his brother had to take the rap. Because why would Young Thug go to jail?
Yeah.
Why would he do that?
Why would he do it? We don't know, but we will find out. Big Silver the G, thank you very much. Period. All these people in jail. Crazy. What people don't know is that the state of Illinois has new laws. Oh, we have new laws. New laws.
New and improved.
New and improved laws. We got 10 new laws, and we're going to talk about it because some of y'all are going to not catch this because you're going to be so hungover going into 2023 that you're going to miss some of these laws that are important. What are we calling these laws? These are purge laws, and that's what we're calling them. My content director of AYEEEE This Guy's podcast came up with the purge laws, but actually Illinois has 10 new laws that are going to take place on January the 1st. The first one, which is the biggest one, and a lot of people need to pay attention to this, is the Illinois Safe T law, right? It's the Safe T law, and it's spelled SAFE-T Act. And tell us what that is, sir.
So it's actually a pretty clever acronym. I caught it a little bit later though. It's the Safety, Accountability, Fairness, and Equity Today Act. So in reality, it's reforming some of the things in the criminal justice system.
Because here's the thing, before you say that,
What's that?
We always talk about the criminal justice system needing to be reformed.
Yes.
And we have to start somewhere. This is a very controversial law, but let me tell you that we need to this system needs to be revamped.
Yeah.
You know, people that are in jail that shouldn't be in jail.
Yes,
Okay,
indeed.
so tell us a little bit about this.
So pretty much now they're addressing the issues with pretrial and how now you can have cash bail, but if you didn't have the money beforehand, you would be able to use other outside resources in order to get out. Now with this new Fairness Act, it's pretty much saying no matter your wealth, you'll have to sit until the trial is completed, or at least until you have a hearing.
That's if you don't have any money.
That's if you do or if you don't have any money. Either way, it's supposed to make it a little bit more fair, you see? And now, the people who are so worried about these being purge laws, meaning they're letting all types of criminals out, is not like that at all. What they're really doing, they're making sure you have more people available to not only have a trial with a fair jury, but they're making sure that you're out when you're not held against any charges, or there's no equitable charges that are against you and whoever is cooperating. They used to be able to pull you over and lock everybody up in the car just because of suspicion, right?
Well, you know what? That was bad, because you don't know. You got some people in the car, you locking up my grandmama, you locking up my uncle, and everybody ain't do nothing.
Yeah, but police now have to wear their cameras and they must be on. They're cracking down on that 2023 on until at least 2025 is going to be a whole lot different.
So what makes it so controversial? Because some people are saying that this is not a good law. They were ridiculing the governor for even, I mean, he was, even in some of the ads when he was running here, the right side, they were saying, oh, this is crazy. This is what's going to happen. You're going to have all of these criminals out on the street. Is that going to be the case?
So some people who have mental health issues or previous issues will be let out because they can't hold them just under that suspicion. But at the end of the day, they're also opening it up so more people have the availability to get the help that they really need. So in a way it's bad, but at the same time, if we've taken the proper measures beforehand, we should be fine. Don't panic, it's not the purge, it's not the end of the world. They're just making sure that we can have an equitable trial process, and Chicago's in for it.
And I know I'm getting a wrap, but I got to talk about one other law real quickly, and that's the Workers' Rights Amendment. And did you get a chance that's going to help a lot of employees to be able to still bargain, because this is a big union state when it comes to unions and organized unions, and they're going to still be able to bargain for pay hikes, and also maybe some extended time to be able to stay at home, depending on what that situation is. But I understand that this Workers' Rights Amendment is going to really benefit those employees.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. And I did read up on it briefly, but one of the things that really stands out to me, I just got a union contract at my actual job, and we didn't get to really discuss those laws, those topics.
Wow.
Now, with this being changed, you actually can put your requirements or the things that you think you would need as an employee to continue to work there into the contract. Just like that, you have a little bit more pull within your union.
There you go, and that's important. So all of these take place, Josh, what day?
Starting the 1st.
Starting
January 1st.
the 1st, and you heard it right here.
Oh, it's the 1st of the month. Wake up,
The 1st of the month.
There we go.
Gotta pay the bills, gotta pay on time. I got my money order today.
There we go.
Y'all better pay this rent. Hey, this guy's podcast. Thank you very much, sir.
Never a problem.
Hey, this
There we
guy.
High five and fist bump.
I love it. You can't go wrong. What's going on with Adidas these days? OMG, they have lost so much damn money and they're upset. I'm sure Kanye, all this money that's gone. Adidas is stuck now, ladies and gentlemen, with $530 million worth of product of Yeezys. Am I correct on that? This is a lot of product. How are they going to get rid of it? Maybe Adidas should just give it away. You know, maybe Adidas should just give it away. Do you know how many underprivileged kids there are, not just here in Chicago or not just here in the state of Illinois, but I'm talking about worldwide? I'm telling you, if Adidas decided to, you know what, just to donate all of the Kanye products, who knows where Adidas, what lane or what level they may go to. But I think it will be a good idea. Let me tell you something. It would be interesting, though. Wouldn't it be, and I know I got Anthony here, wouldn't it be interesting to see James Harden, okay? We know the NBA great rocking Yeezys. I don't know. What he was rocking this weekend, though, was not working. I don't know. Did y'all see this, man? He walked into the game that the Rockets was, he don't even play for the Rockets no more, but he walked into the game.
Like he owned the building.
Like he owned the building. But he had on these crazy colors, but that's James Harden. Switching the gears to sports because that's a good tie-in. So Anthony is here with me, and we're talking the sports that took place over the weekend. It is so sad. The Bulls versus the Rockets on December 26th at 7 p.m. That was an interesting game. The Rockets won. 133 to 118. Did you see that game?
I watched a little bit of the highlights, and Kevin Porter Jr. is that young talent, and I think the Rockets really have young talent, and the Bulls, it's okay. It's just one little loss, but we could bounce back again.
The Bulls are 14 and 19. They got a lot of bouncing to do.
Yeah.
If they're trying to make the playoffs, what do you think they need to do?
I think that Zach LaVine is the main focus of the team, and I just feel like with the Bulls, the coach needs to step up. I think that a lot of these players...
Wow, so you're calling Donovan out.
Yes.
You're calling Billy Donovan out.
The great college coach, yes.
What would you say to him? Look in that camera and tell him what to do. Where's your camera at? Is this yours here? This one right here. Look in the camera. This is for you, Billy Donovan!
Billy, you got to step up. I think you need to name a captain for this team already. You really do. You need to put your foot down. Don't let these youngsters bully you around. You are a great coach in college. Take it into the NBA.
Yeah. All right. So there you have it. So hopefully by him listening, I hope he heard that, Billy Donovan. We got to step our game up because there are other teams that are just doing great. You got in the East, we know that Boston sits atop of the leaderboard at number 1. Right behind them is the Bucks at number 2. So we really got to get something going on because 14 and 19 right now in the season before the All-Star break, it's not good. Their next game is December 28th, and of course they're playing
Milwaukee Bucks.
the Bucks. They're playing the Bucks.
Giannis,
What's the spread on that?
The spread so far opened up with 5.5, Bucks being favorites. My best bet for this game, I'm taking the Bulls, underdogging. Even if they're favored, I would still take it. I would take the spread easily, and I would put the plus with the Bulls on 5 points at least. But best bets, Giannis might go off, and Zach LaVine might have a good game for once.
It's going to be interesting, but all of those guys, like you said, they need to play collectively and to play together as a team. And they were able to reel out 3 games in a row, which I thought was great. But come on, they got to continue.
Yes, consistency.
You got to have consistency.
You got to build chemistry, man.
You got to build
It's a
that
long
chemistry.
season,
That's
but
right.
Got to flip it around, Bulls.
Yeah, got to flip
Bull
it around.
Nation.
And just like the Bears, and speaking of which, the Bears are who we thought they were. Bears versus Bills. Bills won at Soldier Field. We saw what they were able to do. 35-13. That was the score. They came in and they beat us down. And their next game now is the Lions. We play the Lions. The Lions are not bad. They have a pretty decent record. They're 7-8 right now, and the Bears are 3-12.
I know, divisional
But we're not
games,
going
though,
anywhere, though.
Those divisional games, they're hard. They're
Yeah.
hard, but Lions are a good team, but we could stand our ground. We've been consistent to be close in games, and Lions and Bears, close game. I think the over started at 55 this morning. It should be at 52.5. That could go over easily. Justin Fields, great game probably, and Jamal Williams. For the Lions, he might have a good game. Unfortunately, the running game.
Yeah,
It's a big
Lions
factor.
got beat. They got beat by the Carolina Panthers, and everybody was thinking that the Lions were going to probably need that game to kind of win and kind of go on.
Yeah, no, we don't want them to make the playoffs. We want to
No, I
ruin
mean,
their
I think the
playoffs, so-
Lions made it really easier for the Packers, and it was a lot of games people that lost, and just so many different scenarios people don't understand once you get into the playoffs of it. But that was really interesting. Yeah. What's the spread on when the Bears play the Lions?
It opened up at 4.5. It went up to 5.5.
Wow.
So that's pretty good, honestly. I would love to take that spread, and I would take the Bears. I really feel Chicago could upset this week.
We'll see.
I really do.
All right. Did you have a good Christmas, my friend?
I did. Family and friends, tamales.
Yeah, tamales. What are you doing for New Year's?
Ooh, probably more tamales.
More tamales. Bring me some.
I got you.
All right, that's Anthony Flores right here on AYEEEE This Guy's podcast. So right after Christmas, you know, we celebrate Kwanzaa. And the principle of Kwanzaa, there are 7 principles, and here they are. Number 1 is umoja, and that means to have unity. Number 2 is kujikajalia, and that means to have self-determination, right? These are really good principles. The third principle is ujima, and ujima means collective work and responsibility. Number 4 is ujama, cooperative economics. I can't really speak today. Number 5 from our girl Nia, who's also August 1st, baby. Boy, she got a principle. Nia, it means purpose. I think she would like that. I know Nia likes it. She's shaking her head. Number 6 is Kuwamba, which is creativity. And the 7th principle of Kwanzaa is Imani, which means faith. And I hopefully that you guys are practicing and going through. Do you celebrate? I got Kenzo over here. Do you celebrate Kwanzaa?
Sadly, I do not.
Does any of your family celebrate? I know we're talking about the holidays, but does any of your family celebrate Kwanzaa?
No, we don't. But if you're talking about holiday spirit,
Yeah.
I'm real big on Christmas. Let me tell y'all.
Yeah. Were you into the spirit over?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you. Christmas, I got that new Sonic Frontiers, got that new Call of Duty. I'm going to hit that prestige.
So what game consoles do you play on?
What game consoles I play on? Dude?
You got a PS5 or you got a?
Ain't no way in the world, Storm, am I getting a PS5. Now, I will want one.
He is not a Sony guy. I am
I'm
sorry.
not Sony. Sorry. I am a Sony guy. I
Yeah.
prefer Sony over Microsoft. I got a PS4. You want to talk about consoles? PS4, Xbox. I got the Meta Quest 2.
Wow.
PC in my crib. You know what I'm saying?
I can't wait. Your room is probably amazing to go into your house to see. You probably got all this stuff lined up and all these games and consoles in there. Because you're a gamer, of course. Not only are you a gamer, but a lot of people don't know that you're also one of the cameramen for AYEEEE This Guy's podcast.
You know it.
This guy over here. So tell us how you and your family are going to be celebrating New Year's, Kenzo.
I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna hit that champagne. We're gonna get drunk.
Wait a minute. Did y'all, this guy talking about, did y'all ever hear? Is he telling us some stuff that we don't know? Are you sipping on a little champagne?
Nah, I don't drink champagne.
That's what I didn't think you
but,
did. Yeah.
But my mom always gets these little balls. They call Seagrams. I down at least 2 or 3 of them, one after another.
Is this only on New Year's?
Anytime we have a party.
Okay, anytime. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard this? We ain't never heard this. It's all coming out now on AYEEEE This Guy's podcast.
Y'all sub. Y'all gotta
watch
sub.
him with the camera work now. This guy, what we're gonna do? No, but man, listen. Really appreciate you and yours. I hope that you guys have a wonderful New Year's, and let's bring it in safe, okay?
Same, bro.
Everybody bring in the New Year's safe. Here we go. Give that to me, Kenzo. This guy over here. All right, so not only is New Year's here, 2023, but a lot of things happening that some of you guys are not going to be happy with. For instance, Netflix. I watch Netflix all the doggone time. And believe me, I don't pay for my Netflix. Who pays for their Netflix? Like, who really? I know some of y'all pay for it, but I thank God for some of y'all, because if it wasn't for my cousin, who I'm on, use his password, that is about to be over with. Starting in the brand new year, Netflix is going to end password sharing. Yes, that's right. How you feel about that?
Literally, I have never paid for Netflix by myself.
Same.
You've never paid for it.
Not since it came out.
I haven't paid either, and I'm talking to that. This is ridiculous. Have you ever paid?
No.
Nobody's paid for Netflix. This is going to ruin our lives.
It's gonna ruin Netflix.
It's going to ruin Netflix. Who knows though? Other things that are happening. Airbnb, check it out. Released new rules for Chicago rentals, and I heard Joshua talking about it. What are some of the rules?
You cannot rent on the day of New Year's. They crack it down on the party.
So you're not going to even be able to rent. It's really ridiculous. So that means on New Year's Eve, right?
On New Year's Eve.
Because what? People have taken advantage. They have trashed some of these Airbnbs, and people have come back, homeowners, to find stuff all over the place, or not even have the same stuff that they had in the crib.
They started this last year too.
So they started this. So it really go. So they started it last year.
But they're letting people know now.
But they're letting people know now. Another thing that's happening, the anti-party measures, no more one-night rentals for entire houses, of course, that we just talked about. Apartments without positive rental history.
What?
Yeah.
You can't even spend one night, even if you just want to get away for a night.
And I be wanting to get away every night. I'd want to get away. And is that wrong to want to get away every night? I got a situation, don't I? That ain't. I know. That's what I've been asking myself. I'm gonna stop running in 2023. I'm gonna say, boy, we got a lot of stuff happening in the brand new year. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor and subscribe. Listen, I'm on the street. You would think I'm soliciting. I need you to subscribe right now to AYEEEE This Guy's podcast, AYEEEE This Guy's podcast on YouTube. Hit the button. Y'all know what a button is. Wherever it is, it could be up here, it could be down here. You scan the QR code. However you get it, I need you to subscribe. Subscribe, please. Please subscribe. AYEEEE This Guy's podcast. Have a great year. Hey, we're out.